Miniature Market Streaming. We are back after Christmas vacation slash New Year slash snow slash a little bit of everything. But we are here now and we are ready to play a huge game. And I wanted to break this game out immediately because I played it and it's jumped up to one of my favorites of all time. This is Civolution by Pegasus Spiel and designed by Stefan Feld. So a popular game designer right there. People may know her. Um, him. Stefan Feld's a him. Sorry.
I have no idea what happened. Why is it like this?
What is going on? Oh. I checked the other video, not that video.
Oh.
We good? Did you get it fixed?
We get, yeah, we have to replace the cord. Hi, everyone.
Hello, we're back. I just hear Nikki laughing in the other room because I wasn't actually able to look at the feed. And yeah, so Cthulhu Death May Die, I've actually played that recently too, and it's really good. I do like that one a lot. This one is, like I said though, Civolution. My name's Bree.
I'm John.
Yep. So we did some of the setup ahead of time because this is one of those games. It's got a really, really hefty rule book. No, quite thick here. Lots of rules in it. And on top of it, we have a glossary like this. And then we also have 4 player aids, and even the player aids have
Are an 8-page booklet.
yeah, are pretty fun here. So it's actually like it's very concise, very easy to understand. There's just a lot to do in the game. So yeah, I forgot about doing that for me. So we decided to start doing setup a little bit, and I'll explain what we got to choose from whenever we do it. Just like a lot of games that I go through, I went straight to advanced setup because I think it's more fun anyways, even if you're new to the game. But yeah, I'll explain what the both setups are. So basically, in setup, the regular setup is we get a specific set of cards, and we get to just grab all the things for them and go. But they're set up in a way to where they make sense together. So some of the cards have numbers in the bottom, and you get a random number 1 through 6. You get all the ones in the deck. Advanced setup, we each got 2 of each colored card, which you can see out on the table right here, in my hand right here, as well as 3 starting cards, and we got to choose 1 of each to start with. And that's what we already have done. And the next thing we're gonna do is choose a different starting card. So essentially, at the beginning of the game, we're gonna choose between 7 different cards, and these starting cards down here actually get to form our tableau at the beginning of the game. We'll get to that. No worries on that. But this game is actually going to make more sense as a teaching thing to basically just forgo most of the teaching, actually, and just go straight into the rounds and explain things as we go. Because there's just too much to cover in a teach. Essentially, we have this nice little action selection board, and those things are going to allow you to do 1 of 22 actions on your turn every turn. You can do 1 of those 22 actions, or you can have a reset turn where you get to reroll all your dice and then, start over. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my starting resources, which were depicted by this card right here, and then I'm going to ask John to switch us to the overhead view.
Okay.
Here we go. And I'll take your starting marker card back, because you do not need that anymore. Yep. Okay, so in this game, we are Civolutionists. I'll make up a word for it. We are Civolutionists. So we are beings that can create civilizations, and this is our final test to join the elite team of people creating civilizations. And so we have to guide a civilization in a test, and whoever has the most success points at the end of the game did the best leading their civilization. So we have this map out here, which you can see right over here. We have our civilizations. I'm going to be yellow. John is green. Red. I am not colorblind. That just was whatever kind of weird slip there. And we're going to go ahead and expand from here and tour around, gather resources, use those resources to create things, build buildings, and all that stuff. But the core of the game is this action thing over here. So at the beginning of the game, we keep a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But after our first reset, we're gonna roll the dice instead and put them on the board wherever they go. Each action on our board, which are these things right here, have 2 numbered dice on them. They have a left one and a right one, and you have to match those dice in order to use the action. So this whole column right here all has 6s. So if I want to take an invention action, I need a 6 and I need a 1 because it's got this thing that travels along here. So a 6 and a 1, I can do that one. This one right here is a 6 and a 2, 6 and a 3, 6 and a 4, 6 and a 5. 5 and a 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 and a 1, 2 and 3, a 3 and a 1 and a 2, and a 2 and a 1. The last action over here is the sleep action, in which I can use any dice I want to do that one. Finally, all your doubles will, instead of doing one of the actions up here, will actually upgrade your race. So your civilization over here is not only developing new technologies and things like that, they're actually evolving too. So my starting cards let me start with 1 composure and 1 dexterity, whereas John looks like he started with an intelligence and composure. So I'm a little more dexterous than him, but he's got a little more intelligence than I do. Over here on this side of the board is all of our resources. One thing that's fun about this game, it comes with these markers. I'll put one up there. These markers actually represent everything in the game. So if it's on the board, it's a raw material on the board. If it's over in here, it represents one of our stats for our races. We have a food up here, we have money over here, and then we have 18 different types of resources in here. And yeah, I know it seems like a lot, and it's because it is a lot, but it kind of makes sense at the end of the game. The biggest things we're going to want to do in this game, though, are going to be building a tableau here by playing down cards and tucking them underneath the board to where only the top is showing. Let's get here. Boom. And from here on out, I can only put green cards up here. And I'm going to score points based on the level they get to. So this first row is all 2 points each, then 3 points, then 4 points. And then it's 7 and 10 on the top ones. However, those scoring things aren't unlocked yet. I have to do things to flip these tiles over to get them unlocked so I can get those points. Yeah, and then so once I put a green one here, I can't put green anywhere else. All my mutations have to line up here. And the only thing that is wild are income chips, which we will get to later and stuff like that. Again, I'm not going to overly explain the game right now because it's going to be a while. It is an amazing game, Cosmic Bee. I know it's high on your list. It's definitely going to want to bring this one to the table as many times as I can, because it's the biggest thing about this game too is that there is so much to do in this game, and in games like it, I feel like you could do a little bit of everything and make out successfully, or do a lot of one thing and a little bit of the rest of things. In this game, the first time I played it, I got to the end of the game and I'm like, there are like 4 actions I didn't do once in that game. I didn't explore building a building a single time in this game. The first time I played, I ended up with like 12 people at the end of the game, and then the second time I played, I was like, I only have 3 people on the board. I used the procreate action once in the entire game. So it's just different how it works out, and because of that, and because of its like point salad nature, I don't even care how well I do at the end of the game. Typically, I'm just having fun, like trying different things, and there's just a lot to try. So, me and John are both usually pretty good at these type of games, so I imagine it's going to be pretty close, even though this is John's first time playing.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and go for it. So you have choice first because I randomly chose me as a second player, or first player. So you get to choose one of these things right here, and I will help you explain these if you'd like to.
Yep. I am trying to remember what focus tokens do.
Focus tokens. That's actually a really good one. So focus. I forgot to actually get my starting ones ready. Is it 1 and 1 for focus? 2 ideas.
Yeah, 1 focus, 2 ideas.
Okay. So focus tokens act as like complete dice.
Okay.
So one of my favorite one of these things up here actually gives you a focus every turn, but this focus token will actually give you a complete dice. So if you have a focus, you can actually use it with a dice, and it also it helps you not have to reset faster and all that fun stuff because it is any number of dice. Now, if you have if you use the planning action, which is up here, it's also this guy right here. That's not a focus token anymore. that is actually a planning token, and that has to go onto the board like this. And that is a 5 now. And you can use it as a 5 dice, but you have to, whenever you use planning, you have to commit it ahead of time. My first game, I actually maxed out my planning module here. And because of that, you get to, whenever you do the left action, you get to gain one of these and complete one at the same time. And that, doing one action to do both is actually, was really fun. So
Yeah.
that is fun. I particularly like early on the income ships that don't have the random luck dice roll, but there's already 2 of the.
Yeah.
I don't.
One of us is gonna have to.
I don't like that one anyways, because like exploration early is a lot of points, but it's not progressing you.
Yeah.
Potentially.
In a way.
Yeah.
It's like it opens up lucky finds.
Yeah.
But
exploration is a lot of points, by the way.
yeah.
Like these numbers underneath here range from 1 to 5, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And if you
yeah,
if you build a ship
get
here,
a good flip.
if you build a ship here and then explore on this thing right here, you're flipping 4, and you can potentially just get 20 points with just one action. That's really good.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I can recommend is build one building early, because it does give you an extra income ship, and those income ships give you something every era. So also as a wild will help you fill out your first 2 rows, because you get bonuses for completing your first 2 rows.
Yep. All right. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is take this one.
I was looking, I'm like, you know what? The one I want the most is that one, and someone took it immediately.
Mutation.
Yeah, so each of your actions can upgrade twice as well on top of everything, and they get significantly better every time they upgrade. Having an extra one of those every round seems fun and all. But I think I like this one better. I don't know. I am close to 2 swamps compared to being only not really close to 2. Well, that's close enough. I'll go ahead and take this one and grab this. So these starting things come with 1 income ship, which will start always in the top right here. You do have to start that up here.
Oh.
I don't know why it decides that for you, but it does. It also starts with a gold ship, which we both got. He needs to have 2 mutation cards slotted, and I need to have guys in 2 different forest spots. We start in 1, so I only have to get to here or here to get that one complete. That one is discarded, and this goes back into the bag, which I don't know what I did with the bag. Kept it out. Wow, so I can... Aha. Yep. Huzzah. So, every era, and there's going to be 4 eras, we're going to go through this list over here, and this little board is super nice on how it works. So, I'm just going to start going down from 1 through 8. Now, the game really happens in round 4, which is the action phase, and it has this little snake thing, and we're going to take turns during the action phase. Every time we reset, we have to move this 1 more space. So once we reset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, the action thing, the round's going to be over. And then we go on to the next step over here. So step 1 is always super easy. It's new cards. First thing we'll do is we'll flip over an event. The event is Enlightenment. So we're going to be moving the weather up 1 slot, which means it's going to get a little bit warmer, but not too warm yet. So weather being within warm or rainy is nice, but if it's hot or cold, then we start actually taking penalties. All civilizations with the most dice gain 1 on these tracks over here of their choice, and all civilization with the most pink dice does the same thing. So if we both agree not to buy any dice this round, we both get 2 slots on here. But, as soon as
more dice is more dice.
More dice is more dice. So
more dice is more gooder.
Yeah, so there are these dice up here. The fun thing about this game is once we run out of dice up here, you can still purchase them, in which case you just steal from the person with the most. And to help out the, runaway leader problem is if you have the most, you cannot steal. So if I have 8 dice and 3 pink dice, then I can't steal any from John. He can take them from me instead. A lot of people don't like that part of the game, but because it has to be from the most person, I don't mind it. So that's going to happen. The event's going to finish up in round 7 or so whenever we do this, but we have a goal this round, which is going to be make sure we have dice over each other. Now we're going to flip one of each of these invention... what are they called? Decks? Let's call them decks.
Yeah.
And these are going to represent things that we can go ahead and grab. These are all sorts of different, fun little... Oh, no, that's mine. I'm going first.
I thought I was.
No, remember you...
Oh, you're... Oh,
I'm going
right.
first, but you got to do the thing.
Okay. Yep.
All right, we're good.
My bad.
All right, so the invention deck is fun little inventions that we can do. This one right here, for instance, is the clock. So if we can invent a clock for our civilization, and it doesn't do anything except for move you up 4 on the invention track up here, which is actually quite a bit. And every time you actually passes two bonuses right away. The next is the mutation deck. This will mutate our tribe to be differently. This is the fine sense of smell. Which is each time before you perform a hunt, one of your people may migrate to an adjacent foreign land. So they actually can migrate before hunting, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Mineralogy. This is going to give you extra points at the end of the game on top of getting you +2 yellow points there, which is knowledge. And it's going to give you some in-game bonus points. I won't explain it too much. The school gives you some knowledge as well, but also an extra little intelligence thing immediately. Then lastly, there's the furniture, which gives you 3 different things. If you want to invent some furniture. Furniture is pretty boring. So let's go on. So again, we have the invention deck, which are fun little gadgets. Mutation, your civilization's getting mutated. The insight deck is for thinky stuff. My card in my hand is despotism. Which I can say out loud because John has no idea what despotism does. Buildings are different types of buildings you can build. This, for instance, is a school, and then the achievements are things your civilization has achieved, like sagas. Apparently, oh yeah, they're reading sagas to each other in this one. That's pretty fun. So yeah, let's just keep going then. And that's the new cards. So we flipped over 1 new event and new cards for each deck. Now we're going to go to new goals. And this is where we're going to, in turn order, pick some new goals. So we're actually going to be able to start with 2 goals now. 1 from our starting thing and then 1 extra one here. And am I looking to build that closer? I do want to build that sooner rather than later. Could get the hills pretty easy. You could grab that and then just go ahead and grab the clock and, then you're good.
Mm-hmm.
I, however, will be go ahead and grabbing the double invention one. So I get that. I slot it into my goal thing. You can have as many goals as you want, but you really don't want more than 3 because you get a bonus if you complete a goal and you uncover one of these symbols as you do it. If I have more than 3, I have to stack my goals on top of other goals, and then I don't get that bonus anymore.
Spend 1.
Yes, so there are some goals where you have to spend materials, and it's actually some of my favorites because you can always end up just buying your goal instead of having to complete something. Like, get enough gold money, you can buy whatever you want.
Yeah.
After you decide what you want, we'll replace it with this guy right here.
Yep. And I'm looking at what's in my hand currently, and now that only lets me move 1 person. Yeah, just buying that is probably the most realistic one for me.
Ooh, -3 money for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, we'll move on down to stage 3, which is our extra find, and this one's fun. You're going to take one of your lands that you have out there and perform an extra find, which is basically just get a resource that matches that color. Every single land type out there has 3 different resources on it, And so we get to pick any of the far two left columns we just get. So I don't think it's a choice for me. I think there's only one thing that makes sense, and that is to grab this foil.
Yep. For me, yeah, for me that'll be an herbs.
Okay, so that is steps 1 through 3. Now we're in step 4, the action phase. Again, my turn first. We're gonna do an action one at a time until we have to do a reset action, and then that'll move this one space. And then we just do that until it's over. Then we go on to steps 5 through 8, and then reset and go again for 4 total times. So on my first action, I would like to this is the thing I would like to build, which is these two things. So I would like to actually go ahead and start with a populate action. Or sorry, procreate. So I'm procreating. I'm going to go ahead and spend my 5 and the 2. That's what I do for procreate. And then I get to put one of my guys on a territory I already have. I'm going to put him over here in this forest. And gain 1 point because he's taking up the spot that gives me plus 1 point. Hooray, I'm winning. And that is a full round. Full action.
Yep.
Now it's John's turn.
Let's see. I think.
Because I think that the biggest complexity in
Yeah.
this game is the fact that you have so much to choose from on your turn. Each individual component makes a lot of sense and is, like I said, very concise. It's fun to explore the game.
Mm-hmm. See, I think I'm going to spend a 4 and a 6 to take a building action.
Starting right with that building action.
And as an herb to install this card.
So he's starting off taking a building action to install a building card. The far right of these each have their own action, or can install the appropriate colored card. So the 6 and the 4 can install a blue card. So you've moved up on the track that you're supposed to, and now you have this thing right here, which is end game points. Nice.
Yep, end game points.
All right.
So the more blue cards I build, the more points I will get.
On top of that, you've passed this line right here, so you could take any action that has a 2 in it and upgrade it.
Let's see.
I do not like research level 2, but research level 3 just goes full on.
Yep.
Research level 2 is not worth it, but
Yeah, now the question is, all right, which one do I actually
procreate level 2 is pretty dope.
Yep. Or do I just go nuts and
Start
go
mutating.
all the way to mutation
So-
3?
Mutation 3 is cool because it unlocks the big ability which you could play 2 mutation cards in the same turn, or ignore 1 line of cost in a card that you play.
Yeah.
Now it can't reduce the cost to 0, so you do have to pay something. But you can, but as long as you pay one of the lines, you can choose which line.
Yeah.
So each of these cards have cost, and the cost actually gets higher the higher up you build them in your thing. So the first row is always the easiest, and some of them will actually have like empty slots as well. Like, so this card right here, I'll put it up here, it's probably easier to see. Cost this thing right here, if I build it in level 1, on level 2 it costs both of these. But if I build it in 3, 4, or 5, it doesn't actually increase in cost. This one increases in cost the entire way up. So, the nice thing about some of them, though, is if you do pay the increased cost, you get bonus points. Now, even though I install this in level 1, I could choose to pay the increased cost if I wanted to gain all those bonus points. That's a thermometer. I'm going to build a thermometer pretty soon.
Yeah. Actually, I do like research 2. So if I'm going to blind draw, let's blind draw digging deep.
Yep. It is nice.
Okay. And that is that turn.
Cool. I am going to go ahead and do a similar thing. I'm going to go ahead and take the invention action to install an invention. We're going to go ahead and play this thermometer for 1 oil. And this thermometer is going to get slotted in right here. And it says every time the weather indicator moves across one of these black lines over here, I get 2 points. Yeah. I kind of feel like that's like pretty apt. Like I'm not actually doing anything to the weather. I'm just monitoring it.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me a meteorologist.
Yeah. All right.
There is something I missed. Was it another... Did I just blank on something here? Yeah, I took the wrong one of these. I'm gonna totally do this because this one sucks. Like, I really took the wrong one of these. I don't have despotism anymore. I have meteorology.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense.
I totally saw this whenever I was doing this, and
yeah.
I was like, "Hey, that's a combo. I want to do it." And then totally pitched the wrong card in accident.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many other times did I do that? No, that one. I'm good on the other ones. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
Let's see. No.
I hope the juice of the game becomes my new slogan.
Ooh, actually, I do quite like that. Yeah. I will actually take a research action, not using that upgrade, to acquire this building.
Ooh. Now, anytime these piles are empty and have to be all the way empty, you immediately flip a new one. So we're actually going to go and have the lighthouse here now. I'm going to pull it out a little bit so you can see me a little better.
Yeah.
All right.
I just didn't want the cord to get all messed up again and everything go purple.
Now, I don't have a reason to do that, but I maybe could do... I do want to like rush this as fast as I could because that'd be nice. Probably need a reroll for that first. You know what? While I'm in a forest, I think I'm going to be staying in the forest, but I'm going to go ahead and use one of my ideas. So ideas are a resource over here that you can use to change the die result by up or down 1. So I'm going to change this to a 2, and then use this to use sustenance, which does 1 or 2 things. Either I can make my unhealthy tribes healthier, or I can go hunting, and I'm going to go hunting, actually. So to go hunting, I'm going to drop this thing on here. I'm going to hunt in the forest, because that is a good hunting place, and then I'm going to roll my pink die, which is the fate die. It's nice to have more than 1 pink dice, because you get to roll them all and choose which one you want to use. I only have 1. 6 isn't good, but it's at least not the worst one. You want it in the middle for hunting. So I'm going to gain 2 food for hunting in the forests. Yep. And that's going to help my guys at the end of the round. So there we go. Hunting complete.
And it's worth noting that she could have spent one of her other idea token to shift that to a 5.
That is a good point. I think I will do it. Because
that is worth an extra food in this case.
Yes, it is actually going to shift to a 5, and 5 is the maximum food you can get on a hunt in the forest, which is 3. By the way, hunting in the water, ace. Yes, you have to build a boat first, but if you can get to the water and start hunting there, that's where you get all your food. Turns out fish. There's a lot of fish.
Yeah. A lot of fish and seas.
Also, one of my mutations is a beak, so once my civilizations develop beaks, they're going to want all the fish, so...
Yep. Alright, All right. So which of the two things do I do? I could burn both of my idea markers, or I could burn my focus, or I could do something really suboptimal.
Yep.
I feel like that decision's gonna come up a lot in this game.
It does. Does. So, yeah, if you just focus on what your dice rolls are and just like, okay, what can I do with the dice I have? The game kind of becomes easy. But once you start throwing ideas and focus in there, and you actually open up how much stuff you can do.
Yeah. So, yeah, since we're both about to take reset turns also, and that's going to throw all the dice into chaos, would like to keep my idea marker. Keep some of those then.
Yep. Now remember, when you go into reset mode, you can actually gain an idea back.
Yeah.
But also, it's a good source of food.
It is also a good source of food. Yeah, I think I will burn the 2 idea markers there. So to turn my 3 and a 5 into a 1 and a 5 for a transport to pick up these 2 markers. Put them there.
So every region in the board has a specific resource. So like I said, every single hill space has has one of these 3 resources. So there are 3 hill spaces for the 3 resources of the hills. I said hills every single time, but that's actually grassland I was pointing to. Hills are these ones. So whenever you do a transport action, you're going to take the resource from that spot and put it in the corresponding thing on your player mat, so you can use that resource later. So for instance, if I did it, I'd get the same 2 he did, because we started with these on the map, but he got a wood for this one over here and a papyrus for this one over here. I will then take a reset action. So reset actions are pretty easy. There are 3 steps to follow. The first one is step A, which is move this 1 space. Step B, reroll all your dice. If you still had dice on your board, you can choose to keep them or reroll them. So I rerolled all my dice, and now I'm going to go ahead and... I didn't get a single 3, and I was hoping to get a migrate action this turn. Where I have a focus still, I haven't used yet. And then the last one is go down to C, and then the little switch that we've been using here either becomes an idea or food. And I'm going to just go all in on the food here, so I can just bank some for a couple turns, maybe.
Okay. And then since I'm also out of dice, I also take a reset.
Loop.
That advances. Those re-roll.
He's got all my 3s. Like, literally all of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I might be taking a composure action here. And then this... I will also take a food, just so that I have that.
Yeah, food is nice. Food is good. Okay. Well, now you can see we're further along here, getting close to the end of the round now. We both have 1 more reset action we can do. Most of the time you take them at similar times, but there's some times where you might be able to hold out using focuses and other things, or if you have more dice. Or there's times where you want to reroll your dice early because you don't want what's left. Now, if you ever have more than 3 dice on your board, you cannot take a reset action. So I could not take a reset action right now because I have too many dice. Worth noting. Let's see here. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do. Now I could do an explore action. I like get into a 3 before I explore a 3 spot. Really want to do that. I think I will go ahead and start off with a... I don't have any ideas left. I have to use my focus to get that migrate action going. Okay. Just like that a little bit. So we get a 5 and a 4, 5 and a 2. And procreate again. More people, that's nice, especially because now I have a lot of food to support a bigger population. Got that transport. I also really want to take a build action at some point in time. So yeah, I think I will go ahead and do a build action now, and that's going to have to use my focus. So I'll use my focus and this 4 to take a build action. I'm actually going to build a boat. I'm going to build this boat right here. And as a free action, whenever you build a boat, you can transport one of your adjacent people to the boat. So I get a free migrate onto the boat. So now I have that water spot. Yeah. Good times.
Yep.
The water spot comes with this nice little resource right here. This resource acts as any resource that can be produced on any of the adjacent tiles. Right now it's just the wood because we haven't explored any of the adjacent tiles yet, but it's still an extra wood for me if I want to go ahead and pick that up early. It also gives me access to the first building spot, which is this little island right here. It's not actually a territory in itself. Instead, I can either build my settlements there or statues. You can actually, every civilization can build one building and one statue there, or 2 statues there. Statues are really, really nice because they advance you on these tracks and give you points every round. And now I'm out of focus and ideas, so I am left to the mercy of my dice.
Yep.
Yeah, the transport action's looking good now.
Yep, and
Or you like that too. Also worth noting that there, I didn't set this part of the setup, which is actually very important, is there are 9 scoring categories at the end of the game. Each of these tracks, how much mutations you have on your board, how much prosperity you have, which is represented by diamonds, which will basically all the stuff over here, your population on the board, and then how many different territories you have. So there are 9 different scoring categories. In the beginning of the game, you select 7 of those randomly. 4 of them go over on the era ends. So at the end of era 1, we're going to do a score on our mutations. So getting some extra tokens down here at the bottom of the board might be good for era 1. Era 2, it's going to score our territories out there, so expanding will be good. Era 3 is our yellow track, our knowledge track, and era 4 is our prestige class track. And then the other 3 I mentioned earlier go over here to make the scoring, the end game scoring categories just worth more. So at the end of the game, our culture, our prosperity, and our populations will score more points.
yep. Let's see.
The unused ones are right here.
Like, what to pick? What to pick?
Just don't do an achievement and get a dice.
I mean, it's like these dice definitely do not line up with what I want to do with the cards in my hand. Yeah, that really does not work. Dang. All right, I'm going to use a 3 and a 4 here to take a planning action.
Yep. That's the thing you could do.
As double 6s.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry to make you think about your turn again already, but I've been thinking about this one for a little bit. It's easy. I want this lighthouse really bad.
Okay.
So I researched and got a lighthouse. Now you have a marketplace.
Oh, max out trade
Yep.
immediately?
Yep, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Max out trade is especially nice because it just nets you 2 money immediately. Like,
Yeah. Every time you take a trade
Yeah.
action.
yeah. That is the trade action is one I very seldomly use in this game.
Yep.
It's also not hard to build either. It's just only 1 wood if you build it on level 1.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do with those double 6s is spend this focus token as a 4 to take another building action.
Yep.
Along with those 2 resources.
Yep.
And build my school.
Ooh, got a school. That's 2 on that. Nice.
2 on that.
And you get an intelligence.
And yes, and an intelligence mark.
Yep. That is nice.
Yeah. Let's see. I can upgrade any yellow action.
Yep.
Which it feels bad to upgrade planning after I did it. Yes. I'll upgrade insight. Insight looks nice. Then that slots right there. Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna take these 2 5s. Oh, the transport action is pretty good though. I need all that wood necessarily. Although, no, that expressiveness is gonna be good later. I'll take the expressiveness. Go ahead and use the double 5s to take a mutation expressiveness, a trait rather. Your turn.
Okay. Then I'll use this 5 and 6 to do an achievement action. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm building a thing.
Man, you're just sailing on those things.
Sailing up the tracks here.
Yep.
All right. And yeah, since I can't pay the level 2 cost, I have to slot this at level 1.
Which is nice because if you get over here, you get a income
Yeah.
chip. So.
All right. And passing and getting to 2 on
Yep.
purple track lets me upgrade a
Number 5.
number 5.
Yep.
Not number 6.
Yep.
just
There is
number
no
5.
number 6 one. You'll have to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to get your right.
Let's see.
By the way, the second level of achievement is amazing.
Yep.
Just
Nope,
gonna
I
let
was-
you
I
know.
was looking at
A 4.
one I couldn't do. Let's see. So that's double sale, double purchase.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead and take a reset action because I will be doing that.
Yeah.
It's going to be going to there.
Yep. Second level of
I
achievement.
will reroll my 1
to
please,
bank some more dice.
and also like take away my bonus at the end of the turn potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Although I might be, I just rolled a 6 and a 5. I might just go ahead and make sure you can't do that. At least one of them, because
Yeah.
we'll see. So
Yep.
I reroll all my dice, and now this is going to become something. I'm actually going to make it an idea this time, so I can play around with some things. I have enough food, I think, for a little bit.
I think before I reset, I will cash in these double 3s to get another composure.
Okay. I would like to get to here. In order to do that, I need to do that and that. Those are my priorities.
Now, once we trigger the end of the phase, that's it. Even if I have dice left over, I can't spend them, correct?
Yes, but you keep your dice where they're at for the next era. You don't reroll.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. I will go ahead and do another procreate action. Create another guy in this forest right here and move up one just like that again.
Okay.
I've already built more people than I did the last time I played.
Nice. All right, so I will take my second reset, go to there, and re-roll just these 5 dice because I do want that 2. There's 2 5s and not the combination of things I wanted. Yeah. Oh, and this will take an idea.
We are going to... I'll take a planning action. I really need to force something here. So I will go and take this planning action and turn it into a 5 and a 1. Or do I want to do the 3 and the 1 first? Do the 3 and the 1 and grab that. Then the building can do that. That's a risky move. Let's go for it. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. All right, I'm going 6. I'm going 3 and 1 instead.
Yep.
Now it's your turn again.
Yep. And I'm not convinced I like this. I need this option, but I will spend my 1 idea marker to spend to do this 5 as a 6. And take an insight action to gain 6 more idea markers.
Yep. Insight level 2 is fun. My action, very simple. I'll use that thing I just did with the stuff to migrate over here. All right, I'll get 2 points as I migrate into that area. I also get to go ahead and flip this over, and it's what I needed. 1 in 3 chance and nailed it. Got my stone. There's that. So whenever you explore a new area and get it to trigger it, you get to immediately put a raw material there. Now, if John ever moves over here, he does not get to put a raw material there. Just the first person who gets it. Now, this is considered, civilized? Forget the word. Either way, this is not a wild land anymore. It's good to go. And I could actually turn this into some stone now, too.
Yep.
Now I just need to get the transport action going. Transport filled. Got that done.
Let's see, and then now will be mean.
Yeah, I knew you were doing it
Yep.
eventually.
I will spend 2 of my idea markers to tick this 2 down to a 6.
Yep. So whenever you can tick things from 1 to 6 and from 6 to 1 using your insight. Now he's gonna take 1 of each dice.
Yep. Take 1 of each dice.
I'm actually a little bit okay with it because it means you're gonna be taking less reset turns.
Forget. Do I get to?
You roll it
that
immediately and add it to your thing.
Okay.
And just keep your pink one off to the side. Hey, look, another 6.
Hey, a 6.
pretty good for
That's actually
1 more turn after that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite gonna pull off what I want to pull off. That's a little disappointing for me. So instead, I'll actually use this idea marker to pop this up to a 5. And I'll grab a... I actually might grab a pink dice. With me getting this right here on the income, that might be good. So I'll grab a pink dice. Plus, he's less likely to take another pink... Oh, never mind. He can just do the 6-5 again.
Yep.
Oh, I actually got to spend that 6 with that.
You make a fair point. Yeah. Spend 2 more idea markers. Turn that into a 5.
Get 2 more dice.
Get 2 more dice.
Man, what? At least one of these, bud.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to take a reset action, which will trigger the end of the round. How the end of the round works is we finish out the current round. Since I'm in the middle of the round, I will finish out my reset action. John will have a turn. After the current round's done, we take 1 more round, and the era is going to be moving on. So I essentially will have this reset action. John will have an action. I'll have 1 more action. Then John will have an action, and then the round will be over. So I have a 6 and a 5 here. 4, 2, 2, and 1. And now you'll have your last action of the round. We are finishing the round.
Yeah.
So you'll have your last action of the round, and then we take 1 more action after that.
Oh, 1 more action
Yeah.
after that.
The next time the starting player takes a turn. I was in the middle of my turn, so I didn't take my turn yet.
Okay. So my round will end.
You have
with
2 more actions.
a
left,
reset
essentially.
turn,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't have any focuses to spend on finishing out. Oh well. But that's fine.
Oh, I forgot to turn this into something. I'm gonna turn it into more food.
Spending these 2 to get a 3rd intelligence looks fine to me.
All right. I could do the same thing, but with actually I could do the exact same thing and get some intelligence as well. But not quite what I want to do. I could spend my jade for that. Ooh, I kind of like that. I do have this jade I've been sitting on and not doing much with, so I'm actually going to take a build action to drop a statue out here. Right there. It's not quite what I want to do because I forgot that doesn't move me up here. That just gives me 1 point. And it's not going to give me a trigger on that. I'm just like a little bit away from having a good thing going into this round. What could that possibly be? I just want to look at this real quick on what the exploration action could possibly do for me for this turn. Some caves would be kind of fun. Let's see here. Biggest thing it's going to be able to do for me is give me more points this round. Which is not a bad thing, but not what I'm looking for right away. So I might just take another achievement action, take your pink die.
Total good.
Does let me try to max out my income thing right there, which would be kind of nice. Whenever I moved him, I meant to move this guy instead. I like having that open.
That's fair.
I mean, it offers you a chance to get there too, but
yeah.
But it also, you know, it's not a bad idea because then I have 3 chances to roll 1 on that income chip. Intelligence, research, sustenance, don't need that. Explore would be really nice right now. 5 and a 2 is procreate again. Sale purchase, don't need a sale, don't need to do that. I still need to do my transport, but it's just not there yet. Let's start out next turn pretty strong, I guess. You know, let's do that exploration thing. Let's see what magical things will... I'm gonna take the pink die. I'm doing it. Taking a pink die from John for a 6 and a 5. That at least gives me one of these two and prevents him from having one of them. So I think overall that's probably all right. Okay, that is me.
Okay.
So then you get to take a reset action, and then that's
Yep.
going to be the end of the action phase for the era.
All right. Yep. So that would advance if it wasn't already maxed out.
Exactly.
And
You rolled 8 dice. Or do you have 9 now?
I just have 8.
Oh, right.
The 9th
My-
is still over
I
there.
said no, it's my 7th. Not like you have.
Yep. And do I want a food or an idea? Seems like food is a little better for me right now. I just like lining these up.
Yep.
And
Okay.
arrange these somehow or other.
Yep. And while you're doing that, we'll go on to the next thing.
switches.
So the next step is step 5, which is the sight phase. If there are sights revealed out there, they might have some bonuses. There's 3 particular ones: the Gorge of the Grim Wolves, the Glaciers, and the Mystic Oak. We don't have any of those because no one took an Explorer action yet. Feeding phase. All right, everybody who's standing up and is in an encampment needs to eat 1 food. If they are in the wilderness, because there's no more encampments left in the area and they got pushed to the wilderness, they need to eat 2 food instead. If you have farms, it is reduced by 1 food for each person. No one has any farms, so just pay for your people. I'm spending 4 food.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I do too.
Hunting's going to be really easy for me.
Yep.
All right. Next, we're going to score our strong tribe. So everybody who's standing up gets you points. I will get 4 points. He will get 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll move on to the event phase. First thing that happens is the weather is going to change. So this is going to go up 1. That'll give me 2 points for my thermometer. And then we both can take 1 income chip action. We only have 1 each right now, so we both get to do our thing. You can choose, instead of rolling, to try to get that 1, you just get 1 victory. I'm rolling because I have 3 dice.
I'm also rolling.
Of course, you get it.
Yep.
This is it.
And I rolled a 1, so
So you
I
get
do
to
get
take
that. I
A
get
card.
to take
You can
one.
always take a blind card if you want to, but this
Yes.
that symbol means you can take a face-up one if you'd like. 1 card. It's really nice. I wish I could have procreated once.
Yep.
Don't worry, I have another option, another chance. Now, if he rolls a 1 and I don't roll a 1 on the next chance, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to...
take that and
flip a new card.
see if I can build it. Eventually.
Next on the list is going to be the event itself. I have more pink dice, he has more white dice, so we both get 1 on whichever track we want. I'm going to go up on green, actually.
Yep. And I'm going to go up on yellow.
Which will actually
And
let you move
I
up.
have a choice between
Right.
income or favor, but right now for me, favor is definitely better.
I mean, yeah. All right, so that's that. And then the next thing we do is score this era's category, which is going to be our mutations. That gives John 25 points to bring him up to 27. Because you have a 5, right? Sorry.
Oh, that's the. Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's those and not.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So you get
Yes.
25 points and go up to 27. I'm going to get 15 points and go up to 25. And then, since he has more points, got more points that round with the goal, he gets to go ahead and take that. And I will
Okay.
throw this away right here. If we happen to tie, it just goes to the person left of whoever had it previously, which in this case would have been John anyways.
Yep.
Move down here. We get to gain all of our income chips. This is the only time you get to gain all your income chips, which is still just 1.
What's the next one?
Next one is score statues. So you're going to get 2 points per statue.
Statues.
You don't have any statues.
Interesting.
And then it's remove hunt tokens and then refill our little things over here. So.
No, I'm sorry. Next round's score token.
Oh, that is going to be how many spaces you're moved out to.
Okay.
Right now we're scoring. I have 4.
So that's you by a lot.
Yeah, I have 4. You have 2. You got a 1 again, and I did not. I'm officially upset, everybody. Officially upset with. It was a great choice to steal that dice from John.
Yep.
Got it. I will note that all he needed was a 2 or lower, since he did move up 1 on this spot right here, but he still rolled a 1.
Yes. Looks like none of these cards particularly good for me, as it is. Yeah, that's I can work with that.
Okay. Next step is we're going to replace all the remove all the hunting tokens. If it wasn't clear, that hunting token was on the forest because every territory can only be hunted once per turn. And then we're going to refill our little reset markers here. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. And then that is the end of the era, so we're going to go back up to the top of the next era. We are in era 2 now, which is going to be regions that you're in. So right now I'm in 4, John's in 2. First things first, new card. It is thankfully going back the other direction on the thermometer, so we don't have to worry about the negative effects of temperature yet. The civilization with the most money may immediately install one of its gold chips without meeting its requirements. So we can complete one of our goals without meeting its requirements if we have the most money, which is we're tied because neither of us have gained or lost money since the beginning of the game. It only applies to one with the majority, so this is not one we can share together. Next is going to be new cards from here, so all these will get a face-up one to put on top of it. Ooh, some rope. Alright, so there's a couple symbols in this game that kind of just hints at what they do. The biggest one that's easy to see is that yellow one means in-game scoring. This red one means it's actually mean to your opponents. So this one's an attack one. You can get some claws now. I'm not going to say don't buy them because last time I told you not to do something, you did the exact opposite. So you may place them onto any mountain storage space. That's pretty cool. That would have solved the problem if I didn't get my stone aided. And it's relatively cheap. Ooh, +4 on blue. Too bad blue's no good right now. Oh, those are 2... Oh, yeah, those are 2 good tracks.
Yeah.
Music. All right, so that's some good stuff there.
Let's see. And then we each claim a goal.
Yep, so now we're going to go to new goals. You get to go first this time. And you could always opt out. Not the best option, typically, but you can.
I will take this. It's replaced with a fresh one out the bag.
Grasslands. It's pretty easy for me to complete. I don't like having forest and grasslands though. I'm doing it. I still feel like it's the right move. Okay, new goals are done, so now we get our extra fine. This is where we can go ahead and take one from anywhere we have a person. So you can either have any grasslands or forest still. I can branch off into the mountains now because I do have a person in the mountains. Rare finds, I believe, on water, and this is a thing I'll have to look up, either doesn't do anything or lets me take from any civilized part around it. So let's go to rare find. be in the glossary. I think it's got to be in the actual rule books. This is just. Probably going to be under boats. All right, step 1. Step 3, extra find. Land territory. It does specify land territory, so I'm putting one of these in one of my land. I might just take that stone still, even though I found some. It prevents me from having to do an entire step there, which is pretty nice. Go straight for this. Yeah, okay, I like it. Yeah. All right, so you are up first now. We are in the action phase again.
Let's see. And
That, and then on my turn I do this and this round.
all right, and do a thing like last round and spend a 3 and a 4 to get two planning
foci.
6s.
Okie
It would be really good for me to work on upgrading that action, but can't do it yet.
Yep. I am going to take a 4 and a 1 to take an explore action. And we're going to flip everything around this water tile. Uh-oh, found some Grimwolves. I hate that. That's fine. I'm going to get a lot of food anyways. There is a holy rock. That is nice. Another building ground. Another nice one right there. And then we also 2 building grounds. I can build all my buildings in just this one water spot. So, that's going to be worth some points. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points for me. And I will jump up to 34. All right, take note, we have a Grimwolves here. So that says if you have any of the adjacent territories, at the beginning of the end phase here, you'll have to lose 1 food.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how many you control, as long as you control 1. You'll lose a food. So right now we're both losing 1 food before we even get to the feeding phase. So those hungry wolves. The holy rock's also nice. If you ever procreate next to a holy rock, you get a +1. You can roll for another procreate in next to it. Mine would have to go in my boat, but then I can move it out of the boat. So,
All right. Yes. I will spend my other 3 and one of these 6s for an insight action to install the philosophy card, which I can pay both level 1 and level 2. I just have to decide where I'm doing it.
you don't actually spin these.
Well, yeah. I meet those requirements,
Yep.
so I can do either level 1 or
Gotcha,
level
that's
2.
what you meant. Cool.
Or I can do level 1 overpaying for level 2. But that's just silly.
I mean, it's still
in this case.
it gets you across, which is might be what you're looking for to get the income chip faster.
Yep. Yeah, and income chips are nice.
Income chips are nice.
Yeah. So I will install that there, and I've moved up on my tracks, and I need to, let's see, I gain another favor, and I get to flip
Another 3.
Yellow. Which I counted wrong. I had thought I was advancing. I was flipping a green, but oh well. A yellow is also useful.
Production's pretty good if you ever need a because it turns that chance into you get to
Yeah, and to guarantee.
guarantee you get to pick up one good.
And also one extra good.
Yeah.
Produced. More migrations. Man, there's just so many options.
Game is pretty intense. I don't know how long ago that was said, but it is a really fun game. There's just a lot to it, like I keep saying. Like, I love this game.
I just max out insight now. Maybe I just max out insight.
And also, like I said, whoopsies.
Yeah.
There's just so many different ways of playing this game too. I guarantee you that like once we get to the scoring phase and we get to like
I'll go for
get to
I'm gonna
here, I'm
max
gonna be
over
far
info.
ahead of John, and then he's gonna start scoring his tableau. And then that's when he pop because he's going nuts over here in the tableau already.
Yeah.
My turn's easy. My turn is gonna be get some intelligence.
Yep.
The next turn's also easy.
Yep. All right. So next, I will spend a 2 and a 6. This lets me rearrange 2 of my markers. I will take 2 of my intelligence and split them into stamina and vision.
Reset. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna turn this into an idea because well, let me see what I rolled first because I might be able to do this round without an idea. Without any idea. I do need that idea because I do like. So I got my build action I want, and then I would like to do that. So yeah, I do need that idea. So that will turn into an idea, and I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. Spend
Oh, that's a good idea.
one of my ideas to flip this 5 into a 6 and take a mutation action to install antennae. I can now at whim look at any face down material tile.
Nice. That's fun. You're just gonna start scouring the board now and just.
I might.
That's funny. I know where everything.
Yep. And that completes that row, so I can claim a income chip.
On top of it, you get to activate it immediately.
That's nice.
Yep.
Ooh, an income of producing an idea or a food. That helps make up for the fewer reset actions I'm not taking. And we'll install that right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I get to take it immediately.
Yep.
So, food.
I will be installing a lighthouse. It will cost me 1 stone because I'm doing it on the bottom level. With a build action, it'll give me 2 on the blue track. You're not the only one going up these tracks now. Huh. And I get to upgrade a blue action. I think it was gonna. Oh, sail will be good now though too, because I'm about to take a sail action. It's not any of the other ones, but it's gonna be built. I'll upgrade my build action, and then I also get 2. This is why I really wanted to get this done last era. 2 vision. Got my lighthouse now. Yep, your turn.
All right, I will spend my other idea to tick my 1 around to a 6 and take another mutation action. That's why I was disappointed I was not upgrading mutation. To get neck frills. I go up another favor. And I am now immune to gremlins.
Hey! Oh, forgot to put this out here after drawing it.
They are intimidated by my sweet lizard features.
Okay. Here's my entire game plan, finally. I'm going to use this idea to turn this into a 6, to have a 6 and a 1 for an insight.
Did you say you're now immune to gremlins?
Grim wolves.
Oh, okay.
And gremlins. That is going
Those
to...
two. There aren't any in this game, but I am incidentally immune to them.
I now can upgrade my activity. So my activity is at 2 now. And I now have meteorology activated, which lets me use it as one of the activity slots. So if I use an activity thing, I get to move the weather indicator up or down 1.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
which
gain,
is good for you.
and gain an idea and gain a point,
Yeah,
which is actually going to be 3 points because I have the thermometer.
yeah.
So now I actually control the weather.
Nice.
Ha, ha, ha.
All right. Now you just need the one that makes you immune to the negative effects of weather. And
Yeah.
you're golden.
And then I just like leave it on hot.
Yep. Let me bake. All right. But I'm out of dice now, finally. So I will take a reset. That advances. Reroll so many dice.
Do I need that?
Oh, now I roll all the 6.
Yep.
Oh boy. And 5s.
Think I cheated on accident. I actually cannot do that yet. Because I had one idea, and that was the insight. I thought it was invention. That's insight. So I needed a 6 and a 3. I don't have a 6 and a 3 yet. So I'm going to... You're doing your reset. I'll do my last action slightly differently. What is that? That's verbs. What does that even do? Go ahead and spend these instead to sell my jade for 3 money. And then it's your turn to do your reset action.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'll get my meteorology soon. Sorry to tease it for everybody. Then I have a 4 and a 1, which I do have my idea still. I never used it. That can turn to a 3 and a 1 for a migrate. Or do more exploring. Don't need to explore. Or more building. Or the transport that I've always needed. So many options now. I will be using the idea. I would have to procreate really before I want to move. And that's going to happen eventually. So this is going to become a 5, so I can transport 3 materials, and I'm just going to grab these 3 materials. Boop, boop, and boop. Mm-hmm. And then, that is me. Now it's your turn again.
Yep. See, and I'm looking at this, and I think... Man, all these 6s, I would like to have more cards, but I don't have more cards.
Upgrade research again, then you get 2 cards at once.
Yeah. So I think... Actually, what I would like to know... And of course, the thing I want is inconveniently far away. So we will spend my idea to turn this 2 into a 3 and take a insight action to get 6 more ideas.
Cool.
Go.
I will take a reset action. Bloop. Bloop. 6, 5, 3, 2, 2, 1. I had my migrate, I had my populate action, and I'll leave a mutate action, which isn't bad either. Somebody can do that. What I don't have is my 6 and I do have a 6 and 3. I'm gonna build migrate. I'm gonna get an idea. Your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I will need to start migrating at some point. Yeah, we have to develop that before I can easily. So, in lieu of that, I think I will build a boat.
What if I did that instead? Hi!
Yep.
Nice to you to drop in.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get a papyrus. I should have bought a papyrus, what I should have done. Dang. Hindsight 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That sale purchase I did 2 turns ago would have been great to buy a papyrus. I don't have that jade anymore, but I do have stone. Copper, though. Any of that stuff. Well, we'll go ahead and do my procreate action. A 5 and a 2 to procreate. I'm going to create a guy right here. And then I'm also going to create a guy I think that's end up going to be better for me. Although I do want to get over to that forest eventually. Yeah, this guy right here. So, oh, sorry, this guy right here that I'm creating, actually I do have to roll 1. Which I'm not going to do it.
So close.
Dang it. Alright, so I do not build a guy there. Yeah, but he'll go here instead, and I get 1 point. And it is your turn.
Okay. Can't really compete with you. Well, I could.
The money?
If I just sold the thing. Let's score a gold chip. I'll spend. Actually, now that I think about it,
This is 2 different territories, by the way.
yes,
You cannot move up here with unless you put a boat there first.
Mm-hmm. So that's actually good information to have. Spend 2 ideas. Take this down to a 3. Migrate this tribe into that lane.
You'll gain 2 points. Got you.
Yep. And flip the peat that I knew was there.
And then you also get to put a marker on it.
Yeah. Cool.
And you're not affected by Grimwolves twice.
Yep.
Because you're not geared anymore.
Yeah.
My turn. I'm going to migrate this dude over here, grabbing 2 points, and flipping this, which is not the honey. Sorry, gold. You knew that already. I did not.
Oh, and I did have to spend that 1 and 3 to do that. Let's see. So with my last 2 dice here, I could spend a bunch of ideas. I could take an achievement, which the only thing that would accomplish it. Well, actually, it would accomplish. I would get both dice because I could steal the pink from you and claim the last white.
Yeah, it just means I have to take a white from you
Yeah.
sooner rather than later, so that.
Yep. Or I could just take a reset action. And I don't know, I'm kind of feeling just going straight to the reset action. Because I don't think I want to burn ideas just for the sake of burning ideas. Especially after I took a whole action to get the ideas. So yeah, I will take a reset. That goes there.
What's funny, not funny, is that because you did that, I have to change my game plan because I will now take a reset action as well.
Ah.
I'm heading out real quick. Just wanted to let you guys know that there is going to be more swimming tonight.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I only get 1 more action
You
this
get.
round?
Yep. We both get 1 more action.
What is with all these 6s?
Well, at least I get to do the action I really want to do. And
What are all these 6s?
I will take an idea. That is a lot of 6s.
Yeah.
And you get your 1 action left.
Yeah. Oh, and this becomes either a food or an idea. I have not been producing food, so I will take that as a food. Yep. And there are some things that I want, so I will do a production action. Put 1 each on each of those, and roll my fate dice to see if I can claim 1 immediately. I can, because
You're
3
up
is
to a-
less than 4.
You're up to a 4 now, so
So I claim that peat.
wait until I get that higher. My turn. I will actually just do a hunting action. We are going to go hunting right in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to sustain my population because I rolled. Oh, I didn't get a 4. Oh, I did get a 4. Sweet. Oh, that is 5 food.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Fishes. Hunt in the water, guys. That's where you want to hunt. I have to give 1 up to the Grimwolf, so I had to make sure to get a lot. And I'm not leaving my water space, so that Grimwolf's going to hit me the rest of the game. Okay, and that's it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the sight phase. There are Grimwolves, so I will lose a food. Now we're going on to the feed phase. I get to feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, so I get to lose
I just have 2.
all but 1 food. We will then score points based on our people. I will gain 5 points. and go to 42, and you will gain 2 points and go to 31.
Mm-hmm.
We will then go to the event phase, where we will lower this one, and then we can do one of those, whichever one you would like.
Yep.
I might do the other one now.
Is this?
Yes, that is always
That is
good.
always active.
Yep.
So I can fate roll to gain.
I'm gonna spend money, and we could do this simultaneously. But if it mattered, we'd have to do it in turn order. It would only matter if we had similar money and we wanted to spend it. For that. But I am definitely gonna spend that and gain. I mean, I'll eventually get that when I do that, but I'll go there. That's gonna let me upgrade a green. Hex out my activity and just keep moving the weather constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Weather! Yeah. Ain't bad. Procreate is also good, but I think I'm pretty good on procreating now. I definitely don't need that. It's either research or activity, so I'm gonna go activity.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna take this income.
Roll 2 dice, get a 4 or lower. Hey, you did it!
Yep.
And then you get a pool card.
Another one.
Yep.
I will learn how to politic.
Ah, all the politics. The worst one. Hey, now we do the event. I win! I can install one of my gold chips for free. I'm going to choose Forest. That way I never have to get down there anymore. And I'm actually going to put it in stage 2 right here. I have plans for those 2 slots, and that way each gold chip takes up half a spot, and so they actually give you more points in the end. So putting it there is pretty good. I might put it in stage 3 instead. So I don't think I'm going to get stage 2 complete. But then I have to flip stage 4. Yeah, we'll put it there. We'll put it there. I then get to go ahead and upgrade anything I want. Oof, what is it going to be? Do like that one. So next turn, I'm definitely going to be doing that. And then I have this double action here, which I could turn into one of those. Start migrating faster around. Don't need to do that. Research. I do want to have this happen. I don't know. This is all things I want. I love how the transport last one is just transport everything on the board to your slots, and also get a free one from your boats. I'm actually gonna flip production. Yeah, we'll flip production. See if I regret it later. So that was me going up on that and doing all sorts of things, including installing a chip. That was that. That was the event. I installed a gold chip without meeting its requirements. Now we're gonna go here. Scoring category is going to be 4 times for the amount of spaces you have, territories you have. Always forget if water is included. Water is included. It would seem like to me. So I will get 5 times 4, 20 points for that. 63. And you will get
8.
Yep. I will get this back because I definitely beat you in that one.
Yep.
And then we'll go on down here. We can get our income. You have 2 chips now. You can collect both of them. I still have the 1. I will still roll all 3 dice to try to procreate. Oh, I got a 2 again.
So you got food, and do I get to draw another card? I don't.
Ooh. Oh, wait. I forgot I can spin ideas. I'm gonna spend an idea, and
Ooh,
you can too, and take that to a
Hmm.
1. Man,
good. Do I actually want? any
always
of those
forget to
cards?
do that.
Do I actually want any of those cards?
I want to get someplace.
Ooh, actually, I do. I will spend an idea to tick one of those 6s around to a 1.
That will immediately replace. Where's my guy going? What's my game plan now? What is life? What is love? Okay, that's what I need to do. I need to focus on doing that, so I need to find that, which means I can put him there. Oof, or there. Both are good. We're gonna put him here in the hills. Oh, actually, on my boat. He's going on the boat. He's got lots of options that way. Okay, that is. No, since it's the same amount of points, he's gonna go up here. All right, that is that. We score statues. There are no statues. We pick up the 1 hunting token again, and then we go ahead and reset our little things over here. Then we're on to phase 3, or era 3. We're getting there. Get rid of this thing. And now let's see the next event. It's going to get hotter again. And colder and hotter and colder, because I'm going to be manipulating the weather. Oh, I forgot to get my 2 points whenever the weather ticked. Each civilization gains +2 points for each of its grassland and hill territories, in addition to +1 planting of material in each of those territories. Ah, maybe I'm going to the hills this round instead. That's fun.
Yep. My dudes are way off in the wrong part of the country.
Yeah. I mean, he's on a hill at least. So
Yeah.
he gets some papyrus the
Yeah.
turn. All right. That's the new thing. We'll get news on each of these. Boop. The mine, the temple. Get some insulation, a trunk, and a sickle. Ooh. Oh wow! You get to sell some goods for some money or points. That's pretty good. I do like that.
Yeah.
Because you know, I'm gonna be all about the activities soon. And then it is oh right, that is that goals.
Or,
Do I want that -3 money goal now? 2 in the same desert. I am nowhere near deserts right now. 2 in hills. That seems like a good one to do for the current goal. Or 3 on the technology track. I'm getting there. I'll take the -3 money because I might eventually just buy it. Or for the other one of my 2 things. I've actually got one of them complete. I just gotta actually do the planning to achieve it.
3 in the same forest.
Yep. I'll draw the next one for you so we can replace it as soon as you get it. Oh, okay.
I think I'm actually foregoing a goal. Yeah.
Happens. Let me just throw that one back. Oh, in the wrong bag, apparently.
Yeah.
Throw that one back in that bag and shuffle. Okay. Now we get to go ahead and do our 1 free good.
Has to be from a spot I have a person.
Which is a swamp or a hill for you.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Or-
papyrus.
Swamp or grassland. Not hills.
I don't know why I can. It's green in most places. In most games, green is the hills.
Yep.
The browns look very swampy, but then the swampies look really swampy. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is what I will do there.
it had tundra, have like a little snowy thing. That might look like mountains. If no one can really see it on the stream, but the mountains are raised a little bit, has no significant gameplay measure, but makes it look kind of cool that the mountains are taller. So you're good. We're gonna go on to the action phase now.
Yep.
Because I'm immediately gonna use my idea. I think I really want to do that. Because then I can get that in my hand. Get that pretty soon. All right, so this one is going to be yellow track. So the yellow track you're far ahead on. Looks like you're going to be doing pretty good on this one to my 0. But, you know, it's the first event that we're not competing for, at least. This is pretty good.
By which we mean you are just winning straight out.
This one?
Yeah.
No, not like, no, we're not competing. Like, we both get the
Oh,
points. We both get it.
Oh.
Yep. So you're going to get...
Okay.
Like, if you just leave your guy here by the end of the phase,
Yeah.
you're going to get 2 points.
Yep. You'll get
So
more than 2, but that's fine.
Yeah. I want to do that. Is that just better? And then I do that next round. Yeah, I think that's just better. I'm going to go ahead and spend this to go ahead and place my meteorology out there finally. Get my activity upgraded to max. If you upgrade your thing to max, you just toss it out of the way. And then I have this meteorology, so time to start manipulating the weather. And getting ideas in the process.
Scoring tons of points.
Scoring tons of points and getting ideas in the process.
Yep. All right. I think I will spend an idea to turn that into a 3. So I can take yet another insight action. This time I'm installing a card. Since I have insight upgraded all the way, I can ignore one of the 3 requirements on this card. Do I want that one? Or I want the other one? I want the other one first. Aha. I want this one. Oh, no. I shifted away from intelligence. I can't do that.
No.
It has to be this one. So I'll ignore the expressiveness requirement. I still have the 2 composure. And then I can choose to pay the cost as though I was installing it at a higher level. So I will pay the gold, which gets me a bonus 2 points immediately.
2 points.
And that also moves me up on 3 different tracks.
Nice. Including the yellow one.
Including the yellow one, which is worth points this round, and the green, which is worth points next round.
Yep. Okay. On my turn, I'll use my last little idea here to turn this into a 3 and then do an activity. Man, as much as it'd be fun to just start playing with the weather, I will play with the weather at least once. Because activities, I could do the same one twice now. That'll give me 3 points. 1, 2, 3, and an idea back. But I also want to just start getting some like points on this. Like that's a way to catch up on those tracks a little bit.
Yep.
So I can install this later. Yeah, we're just gonna keep playing with the weather for right now. It's gonna go all the way down here, and I will go ahead and get another idea and 3 more points.
Yep.
1,
So
2,
the
and 3.
the things printed on that track, do those only happen when the event shifts
Yep,
the weather?
it
Okay.
does say specifically on this effects not triggered.
Okay.
So otherwise, I'd get into a loop where I can just keep manipulating the weather and keep triggering the manipulate weather button.
Oh yeah. that would be kind of silly.
However, you'd have a good opportunity to spend all your gold to move up all the tracks. You know, all 2 of your gold.
Yeah.
All right, that is your turn now.
All right. Yeah. So, since I can't actually install my other thing that I thought I could, oops. This is going to have to be. Now I will steal that dice. Those dice.
Here you go.
Take the other white.
Hey, more 6s.
6.
You need
No.
vision? Do you need vision?
Not for anything in my hand.
All right. I get to do a reset action.
I already played my only card that needed vision.
I'm gonna turn that into an idea because I think one good roll on the hunts will give me my food I need for the round. And then I'm going to roll some things. Get a 6, a 5, a 4. Hey, look! I got a large straight. It's like I'm starting the
Nice.
game over. And I forgot to do that. Here.
Yep. I will also take a reset action.
Gotcha.
I will reroll 2 of these 6s.
Well, be careful. What if you just roll a bunch of 6s again? Like David's first game. Only one more 6.
Yeah.
That's better.
I got 2 1s. Got 2. I got a 3. Got a bunch of 4s. Do I need dexterity? Not particularly.
I need that.
Maybe I need some blue track things.
Alright, I'll go ahead and do this because it's long overdue and it's just going to be a great turn. So I will go ahead and take a build action. I can now build 2 buildings at the same time, but they have to be the same thing. But however, I do have enough resources to build 2 settlements at the same time. And we're going to settle. Mer. No, mer and mer. Settling both of those spaces. That's going to give me 2 income ships. Which will be this one for sure, and this one. Wait, I got to replace them one at a time. So that one's going to go here, which will give me an income ship. So let's replace them, grab another one, replace them, grab another one. It's good, but I think I'm going to go with this one first. And it's going to go... I want that one there. It's going to go here. And then we'll replace it, and then I'm probably going to grab that bottom one. Crazy one. That's the bottom. Okay, and this one's going to go right above meteorology, so I don't think I'm going to get any more insight this game. So then I'm going to trigger all those, which means I will be grabbing this guy right here to go to my herbs spot, unless I need a... Yeah, I might take that instead. No, I can do this. I can do that. I'll take that. And then I will roll these dice twice. I still haven't got anything up in here. So let's go for this one first and get a yellow. Aha! And then let's roll this one and get a card from here. My guy! The dice is making it up for me. I get a card of my choice. It's going to be the sickle. I was looking forward to that. Yeah, sickle it is.
Okay. And this is going...
Alright, it is your turn.
It's going to be an idea. I think that's an idea. Let's see. So, I think I will take a planning action and cash in one of my goals. I can meet all 3 goals. So that'll be one of those. And that lets me upgrade a thing immediately. Let's upgrade that. Yeah. Okay.
Some expressiveness.
Okay. Your turn.
I don't need to do a research action, but I do have all those ideas. So I could do that and then idea that up twice. I do like that. Or I can rotate that down to a 6. Play this turn with 2 insights. And then I still have that. Still not the best of things, though. I'd rather... Ooh, still have that to do. Need a plan, because that will give me another upgrade. Maybe there, that still goes back down there. Migrate. Did want to do that at some point in time, but what do you cost? Those two things definitely don't have that yet. But I do have those in money. So migrate and procreate or produce. I think I will go ahead and do a production turn, where I will produce 3 materials. It's definitely at least 1 wood. It might be 2 wood. I don't think I need papyrus anymore. Don't need herbs anymore. So it will be 2 wood. And I do need stone maybe eventually for that. So I'll grab a stone as well, and then my production action will let me pick one of these up, and I'll pick up this wood.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I need.
I will spend 1 idea.
Should have migrated first.
Get this up to a 3 and take another planning action.
Gosh dang.
To spend
So much in this game.
8.
Love it.
Stall a gold chip.
Oh yeah, turn that upside down.
Which lets me upgrade another action.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
Man, I don't even like any of those. Let's do that. Two becomes. Actually, no. I will not upgrade that. I will upgrade this guy. Okay.
Huh, let's see here. I can do that. 2 is a procreate. One, two, three. I could spend all 3 of them and just go crazy on building some statues now, which would always be good. I just need to have the right things, and I do not. Need stone or a lot of copper, and copper has not been seen yet. Ooh, okay, we'll just go ahead and take that 1 insight to take a migrate action. This guy's gonna hop up here and find some iron, which is why I should have done that before the last turn, because I would be totally sitting on some iron in my bank right now. And that would just be better for me.
All right. Stop me if you saw this coming, but I'm going to spend another 2 ideas to take this up to a 3 and take another planning action
Nice. All the plan.
and cash in that goal to upgrade again. What do I do this time?
Now that we're pretty good and far into this game, John, what do you think of it so far?
Man, I'm liking it, but it's like if I just had unlimited idea tokens.
I mean, you kind of do. You've been doing so many of that insights.
Yeah.
It's been seemingly nice for you.
Yeah.
I finally got an engine going for getting some ideas.
Yep.
I need to figure out what I want to use my money for.
See, that's build
Buy
2
some
of the
of it.
same. Which I could do that. If I'm ready for my guys to settle down. I could do that next round.
Guys are gonna settle down.
Maybe.
Definitely want to try to get this. All right, we good?
Yeah, I think I'm good there.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a reset and get a bunch of 5s apparently. Hopefully, my things I want to do are in the 5 range. Well, I mean, I could do another production action because missed out on that 4 earlier. Okay. Ooh, okay, never mind. I got some. I know what I'm doing now. That wasn't a bad roll. Whenever you want one more,
Yep.
whatever it's called, expressiveness.
Let's see. I'll take a 1 and a 6 to do an invention action.
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford the one that's in my hand, so I'll take 2 incomes.
Nice.
And the first one is going to be chuck all these fate dice and definitely get something under a 5, right? At least one was under a 5.
Yeah.
Check.
Grab a card.
Which lets me grab a card.
Now you
And-
can take the same income twice with that action. It doesn't specify you don't have to. So if you didn't want to get 2 from there, you
Yeah. But grabbing this one is useful for me.
do that.
Boy, I just
I need to
realized that
figure
card's
out-
going to be worth 10 points for me.
Nice.
Yeah. And then my second income. Do I want to pick up another card? Like, a downside is cards in your hand that you can't play just kind of don't do anything.
It is very true.
So, like, I'm hesitant to just blind draw this late in the game because of that. So I will take one idea marker that's with my second income. And that is my turn.
Okay. Do that, I do that. And then have all the things for both of these. Then I have to spend a lot of insight to get that down to there. Or I do that. Nope. That. One more idea. I do want to go ahead and spend these two to achieve this goal. And flip this over to the other side. Right, now, because if I did that without it, I can then get that achievement, which is fun. Kind of late for that, though. Can I possibly pull this off? If I do that on my next turn, you're going to reset. So the answer is no, I cannot pull this off. I'm still achieving this. That is happening. But now I might do something a little different. You're resetting next turn, and that's fine. I'd like to build 2 of those if possible, but that's just rough. Not like these materials that popped up on these are really hard to find. Like we've got stone and that's it. I could go get gold here. Might be something to do. I will actually upgrade production again. I can pull up 2 materials at the same time whenever I need to do that. So that is my 4 and 3. It is your turn.
Okay. So yes, as expected, that is a research turn for me. That advances. I will re-roll everything except my 6 and hope not to get overloaded on 6s again. That's fine.
Not completely overloaded.
Yeah. Flush full of 2s, though, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
That works, I guess. Yeah. Okay. And then this will become.
Oh no.
An idea?
Think that through.
Yeah.
That's okay. I do want to build you still, but try to build all 3 of you. It's not bad. Means I only need one of those, which I can get pretty easily. One more migrate action. Okay. I am going to spend a 6 and a 5 to take 2 dice from you.
2 dice?
Sorry, just 1 dice. I'll take 1 white dice from you. And I will roll it. And it's a 2, which is interesting. And it is your turn.
I will. 1 and a 3 to migrate this guy up here.
Hey, look, it's salt.
Which loses me points in the short term. But
You get 2 points for coming up here, though.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You moved my guy.
Oh, you're right.
It's all good.
2 points.
Hey.
So I make up the 2 points that I lost, basically.
Yep.
That's fine.
All right, I'm gonna use an idea to take this down to a 4 and then go hunting because I need food before the round's over. So hunting marker. I love hunting in the water. Let's hope for a 4. I might use an idea to get a 4 because I think I need exactly. Yep, I will use 1 idea to get that 4, and that'll give me 5 food. Sorry, yeah, 5 food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is my turn. It is your turn. And if you can look at what I have, I will definitely be resetting it.
Yep. Which is fine for me because that gives me 2 more actions this era still.
Yep.
I will spend a pair of 2s to grow intelligence.
Okay. I will reset, which will be the end of the era. 4s. 3s. No 5s. That's right. We are good.
So it's me, then you, then me, and then we move on.
Yep. You, then me, then you.
Okay. I will spend one of my ideas.
Oh, I gotta actually move this. It's gonna be an idea.
Yeah, I spend one of my ideas to oh well. Spend one of my ideas to take this up to a 3. And take an insight. I can skip one of the requirements and meet the 2 intelligence. So I get 3 points immediately for that. 2, 3. And that installs there.
Okay, I will take my last turn of the era, which is gonna be. I can install this right now if I wanted to. That is gonna give me 1 there. That gets me to where I want to go. It does. It's worth good points in the long. Cannot install this. I can not install that yet. Can install that. Could build some buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people up. So I actually will have a guy weakened by food, which is not a big deal. Might just migrate so I can. No, I really want to get that to at least a 2 so I can up my chances of scoring all that crap.
Yeah.
Income comes after that. So double activity. Lets me play with weather. Gives me a lot of points. Also could let me up 2 of the tracks. 1, 2. Get that 3, 4 somehow. Trying to figure out how I can gain 2 of favor of Agera before we get to the end step. Think it's a little rough to do that. Can definitely gain 1. Three and 2 card from here. Let's see what my options are. Can always do another production now that I have maxed out production and just go crazy there. But before I do that, I would rather have that spot uncovered. So either play this card, go 1, 2, 3. And then move 1 more, and that's it. Man, I want to take 1 activity. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, so I go there now. I'm there now, and then in the weather phase I do that. Still doesn't quite get anywhere. Close. One, two, three. That gets me to that, and maxes out that quite a bit. Four, 12. So many things to do. So I'm either going to be taking an activity or I'm going to be building, is what I've eliminated everything down to. I think let's go for the activity. Moving the weather gives me a lot of points. Doesn't give me my Ajera thingy that I want, though. What I need to do for that is 2 gold. Although, how much money do you have? 2. I need to keep
2
money.
Do you?
Oh, that was last round. I forgot. I'll spend 2 money then. And we're just going to up this twice to go past this right like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's all that, and that's all I did.
Yep.
And you have 1 more turn, and then it's over.
Yep. And man, it makes the start of my next round awkward to have to reset immediately.
Yeah. Also makes the 4th round shorter.
Yeah. That's true. I want time to do things. It's like I can either take an action to build farms and not care about food for the rest of the game, or I can reset and walk into next round with a full host of actions. So we'll see how this pans out. I will take a build and just slam down 2 farms and not care about food for the rest of the game.
There you go.
All 2 feed phases for the rest of the game.
All right, we're gonna go here again, and when we get here, Grimwolf's gonna steal one of my foods and none of yours
Mm-hmm.
for 2 reasons. Then we're going to move on down to here, where I do have 1 person I cannot feed. I have 6 people standing. I don't think you're gonna move ever in this game again, so you're gonna fall over. We then will go ahead and get points based on our standing up people. So 2 points for you and 5 for me because I have a fallen down comrade.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the weather phase now, where this will tick up 1, and we both can take an activity.
Yep.
Uh,
And my only activity to spend a gold to advance on a track. It's worth 3 points, or I can. Yeah, I wasn't planning on advancing that farther, so yep. I spend the money, advance on this track, and gain 3 points.
1, 2,
51.
and 3. I can either go up 1 here and upgrade one of my things here, which I could do. Migration's not bad. Planning will not be good this late in the game because I cannot get to the last one of those. Insight will not be as good this late in the game. So I'd either upgrade migration and score 3 more points, or I just mess with the weather and score 3 more points and get an idea. I'm just gonna mess with the weather.
Okay.
That'll give me an idea and 3 points.
Yep.
Then the weather's gonna move, which gives me 3 points.
Oh,
sorry.
Second time?
No, we're good. We're set. It moved twice. I didn't get it the first time it moved though, so I do get those 3
Okay.
points. Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Never mind.
All right, and then now we're gonna go ahead and fill out some stuff here. So.
Yep.
I think it's just these 2. And I get 4 points.
Yep. Puts you at 86 for that.
Yep. Then we're going to go ahead and score this track thing over here. So you're going to get 30 points, which jumps you straight to the... Oh, not quite to the lead.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You caught up. And I get
Closer than it was.
3 points.
Much closer.
Well, wait
than
until
it
you get
was.
here. Like, that's just going to be score points for your...
Oh, yeah.
For your tableau.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the whole
Yeah.
2 bottom rows.
I bet you I'm gonna have you pretty soundly beat until we get there.
Yeah.
Maybe not even.
Yeah.
Maybe you're beating me.
I'm gonna be gaining a lot of points over you on progress tracks.
Yeah. And then so we did
and evolution.
We did that.
And not as much on
you
evolution.
get that.
Actually,
Income.
tied on evolution right now.
Income. So you wrote
Or-
all your incomes. I passed that to you already. You definitely beat me.
Oh. I was thinking it was the points from the event somehow. Yep.
Okay, so procreate for me. I did it. Do I go for a point that has 2 or go to a point that I want to
Reset your reset.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
we're on
at
income
the end
first.
of this. Never mind.
You're fine.
Income. I don't particularly
Yep.
like any of those.
1 point for me. Loop.
I will.
All right. Let's see if I go up on the yellow track
gain
now.
food because that's worth a point at the end of the game. 2 points.
Ooh, do I want to go down? I think I do. I think I dropped both my ideas to drop that to a 2 just to do this. To just upgrade migration anyways.
Yeah. Point.
So that's that, and then I get to go see if I get a card. I got a card too.
Oh wow, Temple's expensive.
3 and 3 though. Although, I mean, purple's good.
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
Like this one's great, but it's gonna be hard for me to pull off because I need all the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
However, that is 2 tracks that are just gonna be fire in the next round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it to deny it from you. Well, it'd be hard for you to pull off too. Oh, that's kind of dumb. That late, that's kind of dumb. Oh, yeah, I still take that. And then I can either pull up a resource, which I will do right here. Yep, I'm pulling up that iron. That is the best play, because then I don't have to go there.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Okay, that is the end of the round. I forgot to reset my things here. And then this is going to go to the top again, and we'll get some, oh yeah, the hunting.
It's true.
And then we're going to go ahead and get some new cards. So next, the last weather card is going to increase the weather one. The civilization with the most statue gets an income chip and can immediately trigger it.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. I mean, I have 0 statues, but I am the only one in position to mass produce statues.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go ahead
to 2.
flip all these. Oh man, I wanted that one.
I am adjacent to 2.
Gills lets you ignore boats. Ballistics is very easy to build. That is the allure of that one.
Yeah.
University would have been good a turn ago. I'm not really liking any of the ones out there right now.
Yep.
Which is fine. I got stuff in my hand I still want to play.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that was the new new goals now. So you get to pick your goal first, and then and you can might as well get one. Although the only reason you wouldn't get one is to deny me from getting something.
Yeah. Though, actually, I already have that made. So if I can,
Yep.
Guy and a farm in a desert. So if I can get it, I get it, and that's worth a decent chunk of points. So
None of those are actually good for me. The only one I might get are 2 of these, because I've been thinking about spreading out for more of those. But I think I'm likely to hit any of my other goals first. If I hit any more goals. Might just not this time. Alright, and then we have our extra find. So you can, any of your territories you have, yours is swamp or sands. Mine's mountains, grasslands, or... So I get my gold now. If I get my gold, I can do all that. Or... Yep, I get my gold. I don't have to migrate over there anymore.
those are worth up. I grab that. Yeah.
Think I have a game plan.
All right.
You're first, and
Yep. And start. Does it start there?
it starts there.
Okay. Starts there, and then I immediately reset.
Yep. Alrighty.
Roll my 8 dice. And
Yeah. That NK Apocalypse Dragon. What's NK Apocalypse Dragon? I'm gonna read the chat now since we gotta rearrange how we have this room so I can see the TV a little bit better. Maybe move the TV to the left side. Because I've been neglecting chat for sure. Yeah, I actually think it has more to it than Terraforming Mars or Ark Nova, going back a long time in chat. I wish there was timestamps. So this definitely has more than those, but like it's actually got a similar feel to it. Like you start building your tableau, they kind of like builds your engine at the same time. Yeah. So welcome everybody who's on now and who's been watching forever. We're getting close to the conclusion of this game. We're in Era 4. And if you're just tuning in, I control the weather.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun. However, right now I'm going to control my statues by building 2 statues at the same time. Actually, do I have enough for that? No, that is a lot of materials I do not have. So I will get rid of this gold and this iron ore. The gold can go there. The iron ore... Oh shoot, it's the stone. Let's not produce statues yet. Give me my iron ore and my gold back. I need to get a stone first. That's going to happen, don't worry.
Yep.
Instead, though, right now... This is a good one. I do like just doing this. Six and a 1 for an invention. I'll get rid of an ore, and that's what I'm using my iron for. To install a sickle. Ew, sickle time. This sickle, I also meet all the criteria. Bloop, bloop. So I'll also gain a total of 6 points for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I can start chopping some stuff down for even more points or money.
And go up to 3 favor. Oh, I really should build some. I should build some statue. I don't have the resource for statue.
The statue resources in this, like with these build ruins that we popped up, are kind of intense.
Yeah.
Also, like a good explorer action would probably overdue to do some exploring.
Yep.
I was gonna try to get here an explorer because I could flip 3 at the same time.
Yep.
But I haven't. Oh, you have a 3.
Yeah. My dice don't. My dice could line up for it.
One
if I wanted
idea.
to. All right. But first, I'm going to spend a 2 and a 6 for a mutate action. I will move that to dexterity and that to composure. And that's that turn. Sweet. So I have a 4 and a 3, or I can build dexterity. Which I don't really like dexterity. Or I'll take a reset action a little early. I already did that. This is going to become an idea. Got some 6s. Lots of 3s, which is fine, because I say it is. And then it is your turn. We'll make it. I'll spend a 5 and a 6 to achieve. Plus a wood also. And I just got the dexterity. I have the vision, but it's not stall. Oh, and it gives me a bunch of fun resources.
Nice.
That I can't necessarily use.
I mean, if you get some prosperity that way.
Yeah.
Prosperity is a higher level, a higher scoring goal at the end.
Yes. Not quite.
Do you have that idea?
Is about as good for me as being able to convert those resources into statues would be. So
that's a produce.
All right. That is that action.
gives me my stone. And more of that so I can chop some stuff down. Yeah, we're gonna chop some stuff down. Alright, one idea is going to turn this into a 5 so I can take a production action. And drop some stuff out there for fun because I don't actually need to take production action. I need to take a... No, I need the iron. Yeah, let's try to see if I can't get some of that stuff going. So yeah, I'll take another stone here, all that, and then I can pick up 2. It's gonna be some herbs and stone. I can chop some herbs down later. All right.
Am I remembering right that if you transport the material off your boat, it counts as any adjacent land?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Doing that this turn, but I will spend both of my ideas to take one of these 2s up to a 4 and explore this desert. Let's go. Ooh, 4 points for a volcano.
That
That
immediately kills
my
your
farm.
thing. Oh no. We also have a build site with iron and clay. That is
Okay.
clay, right? Yep. And then you also have a Grim Wolf. That is a lot of points at least. That's 10 points.
Yeah. So I got the 4 for the volcano,
5
1 for the building
yep,
ground,
and then 5 more.
It's a 92.
That volcano's
Yeah.
very...
That's unfortunate about losing the farm, but
You know. It's not that you don't have the food, it's more of a you can't complete your desert goal.
yeah,
now.
I can't complete my desert goal now. It's 1 and a 4.
It's actually the first volcano I've ever seen in this game.
Yeah.
So. But you also did find a building site, which
Yeah.
may be relevant.
And the building site's relevant.
You do have an iron, so I mean, there
I
you
do
go.
have an iron.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take that building action that I was going to take a couple turns ago and use my stone and my gold to put 1 here and 1 here so I can get 2 statues. And I'm going to go up twice in this one right here, which lets me upgrade a green, which will be mutation.
all right. My next action, I will do a...
Don't you say reset.
I'm doing another reset.
All right, well, you reset. I'm going to go ahead and take an activity. I like doing activities. My activity is going to be chopping some herbs down for some points. And controlling the weather is not as profitable. Oh, I get ideas from controlling the weather. That's the coolest part about the weather. And then I'll manipulate the weather slightly, pull it down. So I get 3 points for that. So I get a total of 7 points. Oh, I got one of these. Haha, 100-point marker. So, right over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get my idea. And that's it.
Gain 3.
This is the one I want to do.
All right, I will spend a 1 and a 5 for a transport. That gives me a peat. This gives me a salt. And I will take this as. I want the herb. Herbs. Herbs.
Oh, okie dokie.
Okay.
Reset. Yeah, should I keep that 3? I might keep the 3. Another activity we get. 3, that gives me an activity. And that's a lot of 6s. Oh. Alright, and then that becomes an idea.
Oh, yes. And this also becomes an idea. Let's see. I'll spend a 4 and a 6 for a building action.
Yep.
This iron becomes a statue over there. And this copper becomes a statue over here. Fill in that row. Yeah, this second.
I feel like we're getting too close to the end for me to want to try to manipulate my cards out of my hand. I could just be spamming activity for points. This gives me 4, 6, 10 points. But I have to do that like twice. That just gives me points. Points for that. Would have been good a long time ago. Just never got into a position to buy it, to do it. I'm not gonna get there. It's just better for me to just spam activity as much as I can. Do it twice. If I do it twice, then I can do a build action. Did you grab an idea when you built your farm? You get an idea for every farm you built.
I believe that's how I got to my ideas, yeah. And I've just spent them since.
Yep.
I think I did. I've had so many ideas flowing through my brain.
Man, I feel like I got like
Not
all the
all of them have
expensive
been
like mutation cards and then didn't get the right mutation things.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're gonna do this one first because it's more fun. We're gonna go more fun over potentially better. It's been an idea to turn this to a fort. I'll take a build action to build this building here. It takes 1 of my herbs. I have 2 villages, so I do not need to cover the second half of that. And it's going to get tucked in right in here. It's going to give me 1 purple, 1 of these, and 1 of these. And that's going to go right
Nice
in
little
here.
spread of points.
Yep. And if I get something slotted here, that's a bonus 7 points at least, because then this becomes active. Which I believe you, you've already got
I've
yours.
done. Yep. I'm going to spend an idea to take this up and take an activity.
Ah.
And
Spend your...
spend my other money to do particularly benefit from advancing any more yellow. Yeah. Unless I can gain 2 yellow, which seems doubtful.
Green's best.
This is just 3 points. I don't particularly care about upgrading an action, but hey, why not?
Might as well.
Why not? Could be worth some points.
Yep. We are then going to two more rounds after that. Tick one of these up with an insight idea, and then play around with the weather, getting 2 more ideas back and gaining 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Actually, no, I'm going to play with the weather once to bring it down. And then I'm going to do this once, so I get 1 less idea to go up 1 here to get 3 more. I got my 3 points that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Activities. I control the weather.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Mr. Nimbus. I control the police.
Let's see. I think. Do I just cut the round short by resetting now?
No.
So you only get 2 more actions,
No.
and one of them has to be a reset?
No.
Yes. Do it.
All right.
It's weird. I've had more dice most of the game, and yet I reset 3 times this round to year 1.
That's because the beginning of the round is the first thing you did was reset.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get 2 more rounds. So that gives me 7, 8, 9, 10 points. But then I lose a bunch because I didn't hunt. Like, I need at least 2 food, or otherwise I lose an entire person. Which I'm strangely okay with. No, I'm not really, though, because I'd be that guy. If I do that, I get my 10 points. Or I reset and hunt. To prevent me from losing 5. Grimwolves are gonna go hungry tonight. Oh my god, my people will too, but the Grimwolves will definitely go hungry tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I lose 3 points from that, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points from that. So it's, man, the math checks out, or I just let my people starve. Doesn't feel good though. And then we're gonna get to the weather phase. In the weather phase, I can play around with some of those things and boop, 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 boop. I think standing someone up's gonna be helpful. Statues. Alright. Actually, 11 points. I'm going to go ahead and spend these 2 6s here to install another vision. Then lose that vision to claim the attribute chip and slide it in right here, which will then unlock this right here. Now, whenever I do reset, I get additional insight. That means nothing to me. We'll see how bad the feeding phase goes now. Your turn.
Yep.
Let me throw one of these out here. Maybe maybe I shouldn't have done that because if this
Yeah.
pops out for something for you. Dexterity.
Nope. Yep, I had not even paid attention to those, like, at all.
Oh, that one's super good.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a hunt for free. But being as I didn't pay attention to those and therefore did not mutate in a way that let me claim any of them at any time. Oh
That's right.
well.
I didn't play any green cards. I have a flexible civilization now. Very flexible. With my vision attribute.
Yeah, since I took a food for that last one. If I retcon that I took an idea marker, I could gain like 2 more points.
You wouldn't have taken food anyways. Why would you have taken food? Oh, because you wanted the you get 2 more points anyways.
Well,
because you're gonna lose a food for feeding your guy.
Well,
feeding the guy who's over here. And then
actually,
and then
that is significantly more points to do this. Take an idea so I can take this up and mutation action. Yeah, lose 1, gain 8.
You're losing 2 from because you're gonna lose this food.
Oh, and
so you're losing 2 because you're losing a prosperity.
It's a net gain of 5. And the other action I could have taken is a net gain of. Yeah. Yep, I'll take that. So a 2 and a 6. And that idea to spend the 5 as a 6. And we just go all in on composure here.
And grab a composure.
And grab this.
Yep.
And it goes right there.
Yep. Yeah, you can't do that there.
Oh.
That's not wild. You have to have a separate
right.
slots for that.
Right. So it's there.
Yeah.
Not quite as it's not quite as many points then.
It's 3 less points. I put mine here because I have an income chip there, so that's a wild.
Yep. Okay, yep, that makes sense then. But what in the bag is?
Oh, it could be another
They all cost
brains. Brains.
sadness. Alright, well, that ended up not as good as I thought it would be.
Alright,
So,
my last turn is going to be a reset turn.
Yeah.
And guess what? I get an extra idea. So, hiya. And then this is going to become an idea because I don't want to feed the gremlins.
Yep.
And then that's my turn. And that's the game.
Yep.
The game is over! We did it, everyone. We played a game.
Nice big mix calculation.
Yep.
Right
Alright.
at the end for me, but oh well.
Alright, so sight phase. Grim Wolf steal food from me and not from you. And that's it. Feeding phase. I feed nobody, so this guy dies. And then everybody else falls over.
Yep.
Or everybody.
Yep.
Now we score points for our standing population, which I get 0 for.
And I don't have a farm anymore.
So you have to spend a food there.
Yep. All right, so spend 1 food there.
And then you get 2 points for your 2 standing tribes. I get 0 because none of my tribes are standing up anymore. All right. Weather phase. This is going to trigger up 1, which should give me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then we both can take an activity.
Yep. I don't have money to spend on activity.
I do. And it's going to be...
Of course, you could just weather control and get another 3 points.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I guess weather control is just better.
Yeah.
I don't lose the money.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Because the other one would be going up to
Actually,
9
here you go. This is
prestige.
what I'm doing. Oh, never mind. I don't have the resources for that. It's like I want to chop some wood. No, can't do that.
Yep. Because your other thing would be going up to 9 prestige for the same number.
Yeah. Weather.
Weather.
3 more points.
Make it nice and mild here
Yep.
at the end.
Plus, I got all these ideas.
Yep.
Efficiently saved all my ideas for the end of the game.
Yep.
Then we can go ahead and do this thing. Hey, I get a... Oh, man. I forgot I get a chip. I probably would have played my last turn differently.
Well, we're tied for 2 statues each, so...
Oh, are we tied for statue? I didn't
Yeah.
see you built 2 statues.
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
Um,
Never mind. I don't get that. I
Uh,
did
'cause
plan
it's
ahead.
Is it strictly most?
Strictly most.
Okay.
Neither of us get it.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do points on the green track. I will get 16 points. Brain farted. And you will get 12 points. And you get 100.
Yay.
And then we're going to pass this to me. And we'll do our incomes because, you might get some stuff from it. I need 3 or lowers in all mine. And I have all the ideas. Look, this is why I got so many ideas.
Oh, yep. Food. 2 points. And
Standing people up doesn't do anything. Oh, what can I grab Pete? I can grab Pete. Haha, yes. This is Pete. Thank you for exploring Pete earlier. I've never been over there. I do get my person, so this guy comes right here and gives me a point. I will go up on this track. I'm doing income, by the way. I don't know if you get one of your income too.
Yep, I only have 2.
And then I get a card.
No, you don't. You get a point.
All right, that's worth more points. That's worth more points. It's actually worth 1 point, but it's still funner. And then picking up that's worth more points. So yes, I get a point. And then we get to do statues. You get 6 points. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we do remove the hunting tokens. It actually says don't worry about these last 2 steps on the last phase.
Yep.
So
That makes sense.
and I didn't hunt, so there we go.
right.
Next, we're going to go ahead and go into final scoring, which is going to go over there. I also have an app for it, so instead of doing it on the thing, we'll just do the app. Score track. Starting off with me, I have 137 to
Yep.
John's
113.
113. Let's stop there. Technology, 1 to 1.
1 to 1. Prestige. You have 8. I have 6.
All right.
Knowledge. I have 10. You have 3.
All right. Construction.
You have 2. I have 0.
Yes. Culture.
Culture. I have 4. You have 2.
All right. And you times that by 2, I take it.
Yeah, I already multiplied.
Cool.
Evolution.
6.
Your 6 to my 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Then prosperity. I actually have a lot on this.
2, 6, 7, because I spent the copper.
1, 2, 3, 7. Oh, more than me. How'd you end up with another food?
One of my.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice. So 7 points for you.
It's like I didn't get as many points off the achievement chip as I thought I would. But
7 times 2.
I
So you
made
get
it up.
14. I said I had a
Yep.
lot, and by a lot I mean I had 4. So I thought it was a lot, but then
Yeah.
like, all right.
Well, when you
population.
built those early settlements, I thought you were going to be able to keep rolling in that direction, but
Oh no,
didn't
it's the
quite
I got
pan out.
hit a brick wall with clay. We never
Yeah.
found clay, and that's the,
Yeah.
last, the next two. Yeah,
Where was it?
clay is.
No, clay
of
was
these.
clay was here.
Oh, I was right next to it this whole game, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Population.
But, like, the
population isn't standing population.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
But the one I needed was cotton, which
1, 2.
was that one closest to you.
Yeah, that one's rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 21 points for population.
Yep.
And you get 6.
I get 6.
Expansion. The next big one for me is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to your. So I get 10 to your
10 to
4.
my 4.
Okay. I am winning pretty significantly right now, but now we're going to get to the stage partition.
Yep.
But and bonus points. 'Cause you
you
also got
got-
bonus points.
you got-
I did catch up a bit.
Pretty well caught up to me on this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So these count as one apiece, and it doesn't break it down in here. So you're supposed to just count all your stage partitions, and then you do bonus points after that. Oh, and I forgot 1 by 7. Probably is important.
let's see.
By my calculation, you should have 12 more than me in this category.
Yeah, so these points I count 48.
And then you get 7 more, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 29. Plus these is 41.
48.
Plus 7 is 48.
Yep, and that is 12
Yeah.
more than me.
Okay.
Oh boy,
and then
I
I
think
also have vertical points here.
yeah, you got to get those. You need a lot from these, unfortunately.
Yeah. So this is another 7 here.
7 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as devastating as it could have been for you.
I actually won.
Yeah.
So 234 to 218. Yeah, I think it's just because I was able to catch up a little bit on these.
Yeah.
There's a couple times. I don't know. I would have lost that 7 points. 18 is by 16 points is how close the game was. 234 to 218 in favor of me today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So doing the cheaty thing I thought I was going to be able to do and install that there would not have got me there because that would have been
3 more points.
4 more. 1 for this.
Oh,
and
right. Yeah.
3 for that. And installing this there, that would have been another 7. But
yeah,
not enough.
I
to
forgot
pick
you
me
could
up
do
all the
that
way.
with your
Yeah,
goal.
you can't do that unevenly
your-
with goals.
Yep. Oh, I actually had a goal completed that never actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, for this one, it was worth putting that there just to get that flipped.
Oh well, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I also I will say I've never seen someone get as high in any of the prestige tracks as you did today. The highest I've seen is actually like probably up to a 6 on
Yeah.
one of them, and then phew, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a
wild ride.
Civolution. It's a nice, big, nice game. I like it. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I want to play again. You want us to restart?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go home. But anyways, that is the game. Go ahead and make sure before you close your board at the end of this that we go ahead and upgrade all your stuff.
Yes.
Also, one of each of the dice is going to be removed from the game, but you're going to put 7 white and 2 pink in there. That way you can, like, yeah, it makes sense. All right. Anyways, I'm glad. Yeah. Thank you, everybody who's stayed and watched the entire thing. It was quite a long one, but I really, like I said, this might be my new favorite game of all. I say that a lot, but whenever I play a game that Brain Birdie and that long, and I still want to just restart and play again, it says something.
Yep.
So there we go. I think that will be go ahead and wrap up the stream, so you guys don't have to watch us pick up the game. But yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna be going back to our regular streaming schedule. I hope by next week. We have nothing planned too much yet. I'm hoping to hit Dwellings of Eldervale on next Thursday. Super excited about that. So, Civolutions, you can buy it on our website right now. It is actually, for how much you get in this game, is actually inexpensive. Like, it is got a lot of heft to it. So, alrighty then. Well, take care, everybody. I will see you all next.